Running a little late getting these Friday games out. Hey, my job got a little bit busy, so let's not waste any more time and get right into it. Puebla at home and Tijuana coming in. Tijuana has just lost 4 in a row, back to back. Could this be the game where they cause an upset? I'm not sure. Puebla has at least been staying competitive in their games. I know they blow leads sometimes, and Tijuana does the same. But and I want to bet Tijuana, guys. Trust me, I do. I know you've seen me bet Puebla a few times as well. But Tijuana winning or losing back to back, it doesn't matter if they're at home or on the road. They're just losing back to back. Puebla, I think, is at least staying somewhat competitive, and I think we're gonna go see a higher scoring game. I think we're gonna see a higher scoring game again. Both of these teams consistently in some high scoring matches. Over 3, I think, is a better play. Over 2.5 for -150. Not bad either. I just don't like that price. Over 2.5 for -150. You're gonna be sweating somewhat throughout that match. And for -150, I just don't think it's worth a shot on. That's just my opinion. But if you take that play, I wouldn't blame you. Me personally, I'm gonna go with an over 3. Try and go for an over 3. I think we see another 3-2 match. Puebla's already been involved in a couple of those. So has Tijuana. Tijuana's been involved in higher scoring matches, actually. So I think our 3 has a chance of hitting. I think at the end of the first half, we see a draw between these two teams. Probably a 1-1 type of draw, if you ask me, in my opinion, too. I think we see a 1-1 draw after 45 minutes. At the end of it, I think Puebla walks away with a win. If they can keep being the competitive Puebla they have been, I think they walk away with a win from against Tijuana. Again, Tijuana just on a 4-game losing skid. I'm not exactly sure they can change it around. This game, Tijuana is probably an opponent they somewhat have a chance to go to beat. They're kind of around the same place in the table too, but I just like that Puebla has been a lot more competitive. They're never really out of the game. Tijuana, sometimes it looks like they're in the game, and then they're just left behind when it's all said and done. So for me, it's gonna be Tijuana after 90 minutes. Tijuana. I think after 45 minutes, we see a draw, 1-1, 0-0. Heck, even 2-2. Man, sometimes that Tijuana defense is just, again, that's what I've been saying. Is Tijuana's defense is the main problem. Puebla is, I think they're a decent team. They just choke it when they have the lead, or they just choke it at the end of the game, or sometimes at the end of time. They be having the lead. Sometimes you'll see 2-0, they're up, and the other team comes back all the way 3-2. Tijuana sometimes just a little bit unlucky as well. Maybe they're a little bit unlucky this match. We'll have to find out and see. But with Tijuana being on a 4-game skid and only getting plus 195, I just don't think it's worth a shot on. If it was more in the 220s, I think I would have liked to hop on Tijuana, because I think eventually they're going to snap that skid. It might just be this one. I'm kind of talking to myself onto that Tijuana one, but I think I'm just going to stick to Puebla, because they've been close to winning matches. Also, again, just a little bit unlucky and a couple of choke ups.